Okay. I gotta look over there. I'll never get that figured out. Something about the last video. I just want to be clear. If cancer affects you somewhere in your life, either yourself, your family members, something you fear down the road, or whatever like that, Robert Morris channel, go watch 2, 3, or 4 of his videos. Yeah, they're like an hour long. It'll take you two or three videos just to get the gist of what he's talking about. But I'd watch it till you understood what he's talking about, and then make your decision. This is not for everyone. But what have you got to lose? You know, you can come back and say, oh, this guy I don't agree with what he says, or whatever. But you take it off the list, whatever. You've really got nothing to lose. But the guy has a pretty good, I'll just leave it at, you make up your own mind. But I think it's a worthwhile channel. If you have those concerns. If you feel great, your life's going wonderful, and everything works, and you know, you're bouncing around, then forget, don't worry about it. But pretty much everything I've done has been based off those 2 channels. And they're not that they're necessarily in agreement. I want to answer a question you had, Joe, about what do I eat, what do I avoid that's got me feeling better. And I'll just try to do this real quick. I no longer eat red meat, okay? If I eat meat, it's usually chicken, and only once a week, maybe every 10 days. There's a little Mexican restaurant I go to that makes great chicken tacos. I love Mexican food. I typically, if it's a cooked meal, it's going to be beans and rice consisting of something else. That's what I eat almost every day. Other than that, I don't eat dairy. I avoid dairy. Love dairy, but I avoid that. And then baked goods, wheats, any form of grain, but I do eat rice. I stay away from all grains. But wheat's I've always been allergic to wheat, so that's a no-brainer. If I'm allergic to it, it's going to sap my energy. It's going to make me sick, feel lousy, whatever. So don't eat that. Dairy is very hard for your body to process. Anything that's difficult to digest robs your energy. Your body is devoting its attention to that instead of something else. Same thing with meat. Meat is very hard to digest. Even if you're in great shape and have a great digestion system and all this kind of stuff, it still takes a lot of energy to process meat, to digest meat. That's just the way it is. For me, the juice was no longer worth the squeeze. I was after energy, okay? I wasn't looking for losing weight or anything like that. I needed to have more energy, drastically. And by cutting out the meat, cutting out the dairy, staying away from the grains, I got most of my energy back. I'm not like I'm 20 again, but I'm 50. But I've proven this last summer that, okay, I'm on the right track. Just because I'm getting more stuff done, moving faster, this kind of thing. The other thing, when I didn't notice it at first, but all the pain in my knees went away. The pain in my elbows, my right arm, my right forearm, I almost broke it once and it's hurt ever since. All that pain has gone away. So I don't wake up in the morning going, oh, my knees. Ooh. Or go to bed at night and, oh, I still got this knee problem, you know. It's gone. And it took me about a month to notice that, hey, these things aren't hurting me anymore. One thing I did is our family had a little gathering, and I had a ribeye. See, I'm going to try me some red meat and just see what happens. I had a ribeye that night, delicious, and had some hamburger the next day at lunch. All the pain came back. My knees were killing me. My elbows were killing me. I'm like, wow, okay. I see a pattern here. And so I believe, I was taught this a long time ago, whether you believe it or not, but people say, you know, your pain is inflammation, and you can feed inflammation. You can also starve it. For me, the inflammation was being fed by the dairy products and the meat. So that's why I was in pain all the time. Not debilitating, I could still operate, but your knees hurt. Or elbows or whatever. That's gone. I don't have that anymore. Another thing, and this was big, and I really blame this on the meat, although the wheat had a lot to do with it, but the meat. I don't have stomach trouble. I was always taking antacids. Rollies, Tums, whatever. And, you know, you eat something, and after you eat it, it's like, oh, you got to babysit this thing now. I don't have any stomach trouble. None. Zero. I don't have an acid gut or a heartburn, anything like that. No knee pain, no joint pain. Now I could throw my back out tomorrow and hurt for a couple days. I still do that, but I don't have this. I don't have a lingering pain that's always there from an old injury. My knees hurt for it's like 8 months. I fell into this hole and banged at my right knee, and it hurt for 8 months. It was just always sore. That's gone. All the pain's gone. Like I said in the previous video, I'm moving faster. I'm getting more done. Even losing that time of my day, which I needed to go help my cousin, I was still getting stuff done. I was like, wow, that kind of blew me up. Because I thought this is going to sink the ship. I don't have the time to do that and still get all my chores done. So that's what I've done. I stopped eating meat for the most part, compared to what I used to eat meat twice a day. Now I'm eating it once a week. I stay away from dairy. And okay, now you think, okay, that's the stuff I'm avoiding. What have I done? I eat a lot of fruit. I'll eat salads at night. I'll eat cucumbers, a bunch of cucumbers or whatever. I eat a lot of dates, but I eat a lot of fruit. Fruit's been my replacement. If I want a candy bar, I have fruit. If I want this thing or that thing, I have fruit. So what I've done is I'm eating a lot of fruit. And people say, oh, but the sugar. I no longer eat junk foods, candy bars, sweets, sodas, or any of that stuff. But I am getting a lot of fructose from sugar. I think there's some glucose in it too or whatever. But that's a far easier to digest sugar than those others. And I don't have a high blood. I get up in the morning, my blood's going to be below 100. I can guarantee it. So I go easy on the protein. Yeah, there's protein in wheat and beans, but I don't eat as much protein as I used to, and my body's happier. I just stay away. Sure, I'd like to have a steak or a hamburger, but it's not the pain and the sluggishness afterwards. Just isn't worth it. So it's the trade-off. So I don't miss the hamburgers and all that stuff because I found something else. But if you look at it this way, is your diet optimum for you? Okay, you could go fill up your car tomorrow, your gasoline engine, and put a cup or two of diesel fuel in it. It'll smoke a little bit, but it'll probably still run. Okay, but would it be optimum? Well, no. It's probably going to clog up over time and probably decrease the life of that car, that engine. Well, why would you eat the same way? You need to find out what is optimum for you. Okay, when you're young, you can get away with anything. But as you see things start to change, you younger people, you'll notice fuel's a big deal. So is your fuel optimum or is your fuel poor? See? So you have to make the decision. At least I had to make the decision. Stop eating the dirty fuel. I got to eat cleaner fuels that I can go the distance with. And because I tell you, I was in last 3 or 4 years prior to this. I said I've been doing this since December, so I've been at this for quite a while. But prior, I really was going. I could see myself at 50-something doing nothing, just the energy to move around and go through another day, but not get anything serious done. Get rid of the animals and everything else. So I had to make a change, and I've gotten results out of it. So that's what I got from those 2 channels: nutritionfacts.org, Robert Morse, ND. Like I said, you'd have to listen to them for a while to get the gist of what they're talking about. Then you can make a decision. I didn't like the guy at first either. First 2 videos, I'm like, what do I watch? But so many people kept saying, you gotta watch his videos. You gotta watch his videos. And it's improved my life. I've got my energy back. I'm moving around now. And I said, no pain, no stomach issues. I felt good. Anyhow, hopefully that made some sense. And I went way along. I got another video I'm going to put up after this, something more serious. Anyhow, love you. God bless.